We just got home from church. It's Sunday, and I still have all of the mess of the sugar cookies that I've been making because I'm not even 100% done with them yet. So the whole mess is still over here, but I have all of these little bags with all of the icing, and they all have holes in the end of them because obviously, I mean, I use that to like do that. Look at this brown one. The hole was apparently bigger, and through the night it started dripping out. So there's a drip mid like fall. Look. If you come all the way down to the ground, look at that.
Oh, yep, it's still going.
And it just dripped again. Oh my gosh. Look at how crazy that is. Oh my goodness. What is that?
It's remarkable.
Now I wonder if you try to pick it up, will it just come up in one piece?
Probably. Oh man. But now a part of me just wants to leave it there, just see what happens.
But to leave that and see if it keeps dripping. I see.
It's still dripping right now. Just to see what happens.
It is the evening now. Dan has gone to work. I am working on editing my video for the sugar cookies that I just made. I need to edit it, and then after it's edited, I need to go back over and do the whole voiceover for it. So that's gonna be a process. But I have the Packers game on currently. It starts in about like 20 minutes or so, I think. And I'm gonna be sending Dan updates because it is inventory night at Aldi, meaning him and multiple coworkers are going to be there until well after 11 o'clock. So I'm going to be sending him updates, and I will include a few of those text message updates on the screen wherever they're gonna be, because I have a blast sending these updates and just being creative and having a great time with it, so I will definitely include some of those. But update on the little, like, icing tower thing that you saw a minute ago. It's still dripping, and don't mind our absolutely filthy cabinets, just don't look at those. Still dripping. We have not touched it. We've done dishes and everything else, which I just made a little flatbread. And we actually like folded this up so it wouldn't disturb it, so it could just keep going. But it's grown all the way up to the top of, I really need to clean these cabinets. Wow, that is gross. I apologize. Just ignore that. But it's grown all the way to the cabinet now, but it's gotten to the point where now it's just kind of dripping off of the top, so it's not really gaining any height anymore. Because if you look, can you see that? I'm gonna flip you upside down here, just hold your breath. There you go. You see how it's just kind of dripping and like falling and then like sliding down to the bottom, and it just looks like poop now. It just looks like a giant tower of poop. But that's where it's at. We actually measured it. And we got a ruler and we measured it, and when we first saw it, and I showed you that clip, we measured it, and it was like 3 3/4 inch tall. It's now like over, it's almost like 5 inches tall now, I think. Let me measure it right now and check. Real carefully, I'm gonna sit you down over there. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see anything, but it is exactly 5 inches tall currently. So there you have it. But I think we're probably going to clean all of that up after Dan gets home tonight, because I don't really want to leave that there a whole nother night. But it's a fun little surprise science experiment just to see what happens. Good morning. It is Monday morning now. I actually have a surprise day off. I was supposed to work today and woke up this morning and the clock said it was the time that I am usually arriving at work. So Dan and I woke up in like a slight craze, and I immediately grabbed my phone and texted my boss and was like, I just woke up, my alarm didn't go off, I'm getting ready right now, I'll be there as soon as I can. And she replied with, we're super slow, if you want to just take the day off, that's totally cool. And I was like, that actually works out great. So I'm home today. Dan and I are getting ready to go to the store. We need to get some more water, and we need to take out our recycling. But remember I think it was probably the last clip you saw, when I was talking about this little statue of icing that we were probably going to take down because I didn't think it was going to grow anymore because it was essentially all just sliding down the side of it at that point. it's grown more. It's the next morning, and did you measure it this morning?
Yeah.
What did it measure at?
7 inches.
Remember when I measured it last night and it said 5 inches? So this is what it looks like now. And essentially all of that went overnight. Like, look how thin that little spot is right there. And it somehow hardened and just kept on going right up there. And, like, you have, like, the big old blob at the bottom.
Looks just like a stalagmite, I think. Is that what grows from the bottom? There's stalagmites, stalactites.
Yeah, I don't know.
I better double check that.
Dan's gonna do some research so we get our wording accurate. I mean, there's still a little bit of icing left in the bag, and it's just dripping on down and doing its thing.
Yes, stalagmite comes from the floor.
Okay.
Stalactite comes from the ceiling.
Okay. So I guess we're just gonna let it keep going until it stops on its own or the icing in the bag totally hardens. I don't know if you're watching this and you think that's gross, but I don't know what to say. It's kind of a fun little random science experiment. Look at how beautiful it is out. That's a plane. Look at the sunset behind the trees. I'm coming out to go over to our fitness center just to I think I'm just gonna walk on the treadmill, but Dan went and exercised and came back and suggested that I go because I'm having the hardest time staying awake. All I want to do is go to sleep because I was up very late last night because Dan was gone so late, and I'm finding it's very difficult for me to sleep when Dan's not home. So I had a very hard time falling asleep, and as a result didn't get very much sleep, and then woke up in like a panic this morning because I thought I was late for work, and then ended up not having to go to work, but the adrenaline from thinking I was late for work just kept me awake. So it's all catching up to me now. But so now I'm trying to stay awake because it's almost 5 o'clock, and I really don't want to take a nap because then I'm going to be up until midnight and not able to fall asleep because I took a nap. So that is a very long reason why I am going to the fitness center. I'm going to try to walk, try to exercise a little bit, get my blood moving a little bit more, and hopefully wake myself up a bit so I don't fall asleep before it's actually time to go to bed. With some of the leftover ham that we had for Thanksgiving, Dan and I are making ham and bean soup, and we used the ham bone from the ham to make the broth, and we took the ham bone out, but we're putting everything else in, and this is a massive like pot of soup. Like, look at that. Look at how big the pot is, like compared to my hand, and that thing is like loaded. And it's just, Dan's still adding in garlic and everything else, but like, there is so much in this soup. And I put in 2 cups of uncooked rice in hopes that it helps to sort of stewify it a little bit. But that's just a big ol' pot of soup. So we're gonna be eating on this for a few weeks. So if any of you are watching and you want to come over and have some, help us use it up, feel free. Mm-hmm. This is still growing. It is up to 9 inches. That's proof right there. That is touching the ground. That is at 9 inches tall.
I was persuaded like 3 hours ago that this was empty. Yep.
It just dropped again. Like, oh my goodness. Alright, I think this is finally done growing. And this is the final height, which I thought the last time I documented this, it was at 9 inches, but it is now at 8 7/8 inches. So I think I might have been wrong because I definitely thought it was taller than that. Which, will it go a little closer?
Here, I'll try and scoot over.
Yeah, that's definitely not 9.
But it looks like the top part is tilting over a little bit. So, I mean, very, very close to 9. Yeah,
so. Look how skinny it gets right there. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but you can see from this side where the icing
yeah, it was...
to...
Oh, yeah, it got...
There you go.
stuck to that to help support it.
So, what's the base look like?
All the way down. But did you want to try to, like, move it?
I was thinking about it, yeah.
Let's see what happens this way.
Okay. So. Actually, I'm going to make use of all these wonderful razor blades we have.
Because we just have a million of them. Oh, yep, because it just broke.
It's crazy. I'm not.
I was gonna say, do not eat that.
I'm not doing that. Wow.
Yeah, that's solid. It feels like a figurine you can buy. Like, that's what it feels like.
Yeah, I get that. So, yeah, the bottom part's still a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's
moist.
soft. Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Still blows my mind.
So that was a fun little random science experiment, but it is now time to clean up the mess.
Yes, it is.
Hello everybody, what's up? It is Wednesday. I have been spending essentially the entire day since I got home from work working on editing, and that is the sugar cookie video that you will be seeing this coming Wednesday, so make sure to look at that because it has taken me days to edit when it should not have had to. But the video that went live today is my channel 1 year in review. And it's significant because not only have I been on YouTube for 1 year, but I've been on YouTube for 1 year today. Exactly 1 year ago today, I posted my very first video, which was a vlog of Thanksgiving last year, and you can go check out the review video that I posted that is live now on the channel. Maybe I'll link it up in the card up there so you can click that if you want to just jump to it real quick. But yeah, I've been on YouTube for 1 year, and it's really exciting, and yeah, that's really it. I thought I was gonna say something nicer or more sentimental, but then I realized everything I would say is just in that video, so go check it out! Also, we finished this puzzle. We finished it like 2 days after we started it, and it's just been sitting on our coffee table ever since then, but that's what it looks like when it's all done. Hello everybody, it is Saturday now. It is 6 o'clock at night. I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here, but it is not only Saturday, it is also December 1st, meaning the Christmas-themed vlogs are kicking off, and I will actually be ending this vlog with my little Christmas-themed outro. So you'll get to see that, and it's essentially the same thing as just a little bit Christmas-fied, which I think is pretty cute. But I wanted to also start because I went to Aldi like 2 weeks ago, I think, and got this little milk chocolate advent calendar, and so I wanted to go ahead and do that so you can see that throughout the whole Christmas month. And I don't know, where is number 1? Where is it? Aha, there it is. Oh, it's a little snowman. Is he talking on a phone? What is he doing? Looks like he's talking on a phone. So there is little day 1 snowman. This has a milky filling. I don't know why I expected it to be like milk chocolatey filling. Alright, pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
So, I will see you guys next week, and enjoy the little Christmassy outro.